Hello, everybody out there in the land of make-believe. Uncle Barko here. And yeah, this is what I've been working on last week or so. I don't know. I haven't even been counting. It always surprises me how long these things take. This ivy, that was all day today. I did some yesterday and then all day today. I did this ivy and then see these trees? And a background here, way in the background. As the trees back there, that took me a couple hours there, and that was all copy pasty. So were the leaves. I mean, I had two different kind of leaves, and I copy one and paste it, and then I'd adjust it, arrange it, set it in place. Hey, stop that! There were spots where I had to, because the ivy layer actually is over top of this. Well, now it isn't. I had to merge them, but the ivy layer was over top of the raspberry layer. So I'd have to come in here, right here, and erase all of that stuff in there. Stop it. Get off of there. And then you can see right here, there's a little gap, but once you back off it, you're not gonna be able to see that. I'm not gonna worry about that too much. If it does bother me, I can get in there and clean that up a little bit later on. But wow, is it taking me all day to do that ivy. Jeez Louise. So yeah, did the ivy, and although I could copy and paste, so I didn't have to draw each leaf, I had to place them and arrange them by size and just kind of dick with them until they look good. So yeah, it took a long time. I thought it'd take less time because I was just copying and pasting there. But no, it took a long time. So with the trees in the back here, made a couple of trees, and then I merged them together, and then I copied those trees, and then I lined them up so that it looked like there were like 10 trees, and I copied them, and then lined them up, so now I got 20 trees, and so on and so forth, until I had the first line, the first row here, and then I copied and pasted the first row, reversed it to make the second row up here, and just kind of had fiddle around. It wasn't all that, but yeah, it took a long time. It takes a lot longer than I thought it'd take. I'm into this. I don't even know how many hours. I must be 20 hours into this thing. And I don't know. Usually when I draw something, it just doesn't take very long. Usually I'm drawing some goofy critter that's smoking weed or something. Takes like, maybe 4 hours tops. I'm working on something 4 hours tops. Maybe I'll go back in, and clean it up a little bit, add something, maybe 5-6 hours. I've spent 10 hours on a drawing before, but this is ridiculous. I've been working on this. I think I worked on it all I didn't when I started it, but it's been like, I've been doing 8-hour days. It's real repetitive too. I think that's why it's getting it to me, because I make a good looking raspberry, and then I gotta make another 100 raspberries. So yeah, this is what I've been doing. And it's kind of making me nuts, but it's for a thing. I really want to get my art out in the public. I want to make public art. I want to make art where everybody sees it, where everybody can look at it. And I just like the idea of public art. So this is for a thing they're doing. Utility boxes in my city where you can submit your art, and then they'll wrap a utility box with your art. Here's some examples from my town, Renton, Washington there. So yeah, I'm trying to come up with something that's regional. So here we got in the foreground, we got your raspberry bushes and your ferns and your ivy. It's a goofy tree. I don't know, that's just goofy trees. And then you got your in the blue part here. This blue part here, that's going to be Puget Sound, and then the background is the islands back there past the Puget Sound, and then I'm going to do mountains in here, and I'm saying like that back there with the mountains, and that's a real Pacific Northwesty looking type of thing, I think. There, get out of here, mountains. You look silly. So yeah, that's what I'm going for, is a real Pacific Northwest. Then you get the clouds in, and then I'm going to crows. I got a bunch of stuff. I still have hours and hours left on this thing. It's making me crazy. But yep, that's what I'm working on right now, and it is for public art. So let me know what you think. I've had some people say that these trees. Now, literally, it's going to be huge. It's going to be, this is going to be giant. So some people are saying that these trees look a little disky. That's on purpose. Now, I'm going to put, I got plans on putting, like crows and stuff sticking out of the different parts of the trees. So hopefully that'll look okay eventually. But yeah, that's what I'm going for. And it's going to take forever. I'm finding out. Now, it's going to take me at least another week. The deadline, I think, is the end of the month. So I got to look at that. And then I can submit 2 images. So once I'm done with this, I got to come up with an idea for a second one. And I ain't done that yet. I ain't sure what I'm going to do for my second image yet. Something simple, that's for sure. So yeah, once I'm done with all of this, then I got to go back in and I got to put some, let's see what this will look like. I got to put some. We're going to add a layer here and we'll make that lightning and we'll bring it down a little bit. I got to go in and on each one of these leaves I've got to come in and do like highlights on these leaves here. Won't look like that. It'll look better than that. That'll be, why is it gray? Don't be gray. Don't be gray. Highlights on these leaves here a little bit, and I'm gonna have to do that to all the leaves. I'm gonna do it to all the leaves. I could have done it ahead of time because these are all copy pasty leaves here, but because of the way the sun is, and I had to move the leaves around in different orientations, the highlights wouldn't look correct. So that's crappy. That's not what it's gonna look like. But so I could have added the highlights. It might have looked okay in a real small version, but because it's going to be so big, I got to do each one individually. So after I'm done with the mountains and the ocean and the sky and the birds and the sun and all that other stuff, then I got to go in and highlight everything. It's kind of like, this is the highlight style I'm using right now. Is here the weird line things. I kind of like it. Yeah. So what? I don't know. I got probably 30, 40 more hours into this at least. So, yep, that's what I'm working on now. Thought maybe you guys would be interested in the process. Okay, so that's it. And as always, until next time, art is 10% vision and 90% remembering what your particular vision is. So never forget, always remember your vision. And Godspeed, Earthlings.